Okay, folks, this will be a challenging one. It's got lots of potential. I've done one similar to this before. It's a little bit different. It's not the same piece. It's a different kind of composition, if you know what I mean. You'll find out what I mean when I get this silly photocopier set up and I show you the item that we're going to work with. It's going to be a challenging one, folks. I know this one's going to be 400. It's an easy no-brainer for that. Nerds will inherit the copier world. Yes, they will, folks. I believe in that it will happen. Okay, let's see what this piece is. It is a piece of colourful rock, like a semi-precious rock. We're interested in this side. And yeah, it's really beautiful, and it looks like another rock I did, which is called carborundum, which is like a natural version of silicon carbide. And yeah, I did that. And that looks very similar, but this is a different mineral, but I don't know the name of it. This was bought at a rock place in Manly, and it was on the Corso in one of those street vendors, and they believe in these really weird spiritual connections with the rocks. And basically, I don't believe in the spiritual side of these rocks. I'd rather just keep the spiritual stuff out of it. So you had like a description of the rock, but it had a spiritual meaning entangled into it, and I just don't like that spiritual shit. I'm not into that sort of spiritualism. I find it quite I find it offensive, actually. I don't like it. I really don't. I'm not into the spiritual side of rocks. I just want the rock. I'm interested in the beauty, the beauty and the science. But forget about the spirituality. I don't want a bar of it, folks. I don't believe in healing. I don't believe in the powers. I don't believe in all these weird meanings and that it can heal you and all that sort of shit. No, I don't. I just want to think about how beautiful the rock is in its own right, not fucking attaching all this weird mumbo jumbo to it. But, you know, you're entitled to your opinion, folks, but that's just my opinion, folks, about rocks. I love rocks, but I'm not interested in the spiritual side of this. I don't believe in it, folks. I see it as a polluting, spiritually polluting, because I am a spiritual person, and it doesn't sit well with my own spiritual belief. Now, I don't know which one I like better. This is the photo mode, and this is the photo text. So I'm just wondering which one's the better one. They look much the same. This looks a bit sharper, a bit more fuzzy down there, and this looks a bit sharper there. So I'm thinking maybe I might go back to where I had it. But yeah, I just don't believe in that, all that weird mumbo jumbo about rocks having power and rocks being able to heal you and all that sort of shit. I just don't fucking have any desire to subscribe to that sort of point of view of things. You know, that's just my opinion, folks. You know, you don't have to agree with me, folks. We can always agree to disagree. But that's just my opinion, folks. And that's come up looking a lot better, I think. So I'm just going to put these aside, and I think we're going to use this as our master copy. Still looks a bit wishy-washy. I don't know how I'm going to make this look any good. It's difficult, folks. So I'm just going to take the enlargement. We're just going to shrink it back. Not the enlargement. Yes, we're going to take that. We're going to keep it there. We're just going to set our density settings back to normal because we're going to make a copy I'm going to use that as a master copy, but it's a beautiful rock, folks. I really, really love rocks, but I don't love the mumbo jumbo that often goes with the culture of people who enjoy rocks. They just seem to like to add the spiritual to it, which really to me is not my thing. It doesn't agree with me. But I've got my own personal reason why I have such a hatred towards this spiritualism that is often attached to rocks. Taking a while, sorry folks. Yeah, that's come up looking quite a treat, actually. I might move it across a little bit. Maybe move it across. I'll use this as a guide. So that's it there, and that's where we are there. So I think we've got that side pretty well what we want. And we're just going to move it up a bit, along, shall I say, to the left. To the left. But yeah, I do love the rocks, man. They're beautiful. You know, I do believe there is something that made the rocks. That they are beautiful, folks. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against the rocks. I'm just against the spiritualism that has become like a stereotype, or should I say a cliche. Like it's like every rock shop, every place that sells rocks always has the spiritualism attached to it. You know, in the old days, I'm pretty sure rock shops weren't so spiritual. They were mostly about the beauty of geology, the study of geology, the science of rocks and other things that come from the earth. And basically, yeah, I really love geology, which is the science behind all this shit. And it's beautiful. And I really love geology. I haven't studied it, and I don't know if I ever will study it, but it's an interesting, I don't think much about the science of rocks either, because it's so complicated. But I love the rocks. They look beautiful. Just let the rocks, you know, inspire you, but without the spiritual stuff. Without the spirituality, just the beauty of the rocks. You know, you can ponder that there is something out there that put it together. There is a living entity. I do believe in a certain entity that that made the rocks. I won't say what, because it's a bit controversial what I believe in, and I don't want to cause people to be offended. I'm not interested in offending people in this context. I offend a lot of people. Like I offend the people who build the photocopiers. I offend the people who love money, and you know, I'm ready to rip and tear into those. But I don't want to offend people who appreciate rocks. And yes, they might be spiritual people. They might want to believe in this spiritual stuff, and I don't want to stop them from enjoying their experience. You know, it's not my business what people get up to when it comes to things like spirituality. I'm just offering my opinion, folks, and that's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me or even like me, folks, but I'm not here to offend those people who love the spiritual side of rocks in this case. So basically, yeah. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. I think we can now call this demo quits.